Okay. So in continuation with the previous class, we just seen about the advantages and disadvantages of the gear drive. And at the same time, we need to know what are the classifications of the toothed wheels that we have in practical usage. So according to the question, the gears teeth portion, it can be the application has been varied. The first one, it is a parallel. Here we just see there is a external contact and there is a internal contact, and this third diagram represents it is the helical gear setup. And if the tooth has been arranged like a V kind of shape, it represents it is the herringbone gear. Okay, so these are the basic kind of tooth wheels that we are using. And according to the axis, if it is classified, the first one with respect to the axis, it is called spiral bevel gears. And here the axis of this driver is in perpendicular direction, but we are having two driven gears, but both are in same axis. That is what you call that straight bevel gears. Okay, that is what you call that straight bevel gears. And here this is the spiral bevel gears. According to the axis, if the axis is non-intersecting and if the axis is non-parallel, if there is a both case, we need to make it as an one is called crossed helical gear and second one is called worm and wormwheel gear. So there is a possibility of the questions which may ask whether it is a non-intersecting and non-parallel. If there is a non-intersecting and non-parallel, we need to use one is called crossed helical gears and another one is called worm and the wormwheel. According to the classification of toothed wheels or otherwise according to peripheral velocity of the gears, the gear's speed or velocity which has been mentioned, like one is called low velocity, second one is called medium velocity, third one is called high velocity. Low velocity having a velocity which is less than 3 meter per second, medium velocity having a velocity which is 3 to 15 meter per second, wherever if you take a high velocity, it can maintain more than 15 meter per second. So based upon the peripheral velocity of the gears, that gear has been used for nominal applications. Okay. So according to this same classification, in general we used to say the gears can be divided into three types. One is called external gears, second one is called internal gears, third one is called rack and pinion. So rack and pinion. Pinion means there is a straight bar. Okay, that is called as an rack or pinion. The rack means it is in straight bar, wherever the pinion, which pinion represents, it is a small gear, it having a motion is a rotation. Okay, and there is an external gearing and there is an internal gearing which we are used as a classification. So that is according to the type of the gearing and with respect to the shape of the gear, we just classified into these three different categories. So generally, if you're going to speak about the gears, we need to know what are the terminologies which has been used in the gear. So in this diagram, first of all, I just want to mention what are the parts which we use to name for their gear provisions or the gear structures. Okay, so here this is the tooth thickness. Generally, if you're going to measure the size of the tooth, it can be represented as a tooth thickness. Wherever this is what you call the tooth thickness, the axis which has been with respect to this axis, we just need to represent the dimension. That axis line is named it as a pitch circle, and here on one side of the tooth it is called it as a face, and the bottom side of the tooth it is called the flank. We use the word frequently. One is called phase and another one is called flag. Okay, and we will continue on remaining on the next session.